Ladies and gentlemen! It's an odd truth, but a powerful one. Most leaders don't even know the game they're in. They rise through the ranks, wear the title, and make decisions, but never stop to examine the rules of the arena they've stepped into. Leadership isn't just about giving orders or setting strategies. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that the game isn't just what's being played on the surface. The real game is far more complex, far more subtle, and most importantly, it's internal before it's external. It's a strange and sobering thought. Most leaders don't even know the game they're in. They wake up early, attend meetings, set goals, give commands, monitor results, and assume that all of this activity defines the role they play. But leadership is not a task list, and it's not a checklist of achievements. It's a state of awareness, a depth of presence, and a clarity of intention. It's not what's happening outside the leader that defines their effectiveness, but what's happening inside. And most never stop long enough to understand that. They think the game is about external victories, when in truth, it's an internal evolution. They keep chasing wins on the outside while losing alignment on the inside. Leadership is not just about metrics, charts, or profit margins. It's about people, energy, influence, and vision. The leader who knows the real game understands that results are not produced by pressure, but by clarity. They understand that people don't follow titles. They follow trust. And trust is not built through power. It's built through consistency, through alignment between words and actions. When leaders misunderstand the game, they begin to believe that control creates commitment, that authority produces innovation, and that fear drives performance. But nothing could be further from the truth. These are illusions. They are surface level plays in a much deeper game. The real game of leadership requires a shift from force to flow, from noise to nuance, from reaction to reflection. It's the game of who you are when things go wrong, how you carry yourself when everything is falling apart, what energy you bring into a room without saying a word. Leadership is not performance, it is presence. The most powerful leaders are not the loudest ones, but the clearest. They don't lead with pressure. They lead with purpose. They don't demand energy from others. They generate it within themselves. And they don't lead with an image. They lead with identity. Too many are still playing the game of appearance. They wear the mask of confidence but are plagued by doubt. They move fast, but without direction. They are driven, but not rooted. They execute well, but don't reflect deeply. This is what happens when the game is misidentified. Leaders become actors in a role rather than authors of a mission. They manage tasks but forget about transformation. They optimize operations but neglect inspiration. They follow trends but abandon truth. They deliver outcomes but lose the heartbeat of leadership, which is service to others. Real leadership starts with self-awareness. The leader who knows the game they're in starts with themselves. They examine their